it's so interesting. I don't know, I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit, but I don't know if you can see that through the window, but it's like you can see the downbursts of snow in the clouds. And this is called Dundee. It's in Fond du Lac County. They got gas for 129. I gotta slow down to 25 here, speed limit wise. And there's the lone gas station. Dundee's a really small little area. They do have, I'm gonna turn here on Highway 67 going north. Oh, that's kind of cool. What are you doing there to that place? Camp Dundee? It's a restaurant of some sort. I'm going to have to pull over because there's these people that are right up my caboose here. So this is the first place that's kind of interesting. It's called the Hamburger House. And they got, you know, it's a real small place, but people come from miles and miles around to go to the Hamburger House. I've never been here. My wife and I believe both of my sons have been here and had the food. It's not open year-round. It's only open part-way, a little bit during the year, during the summer, probably May. I'm guessing they'll open back up through probably September or so like that, or summer, just a summer thing. But I want to hit here this year and try their food because I've heard great things about the hamburgers. So it's called the Hamburger House, H-A-U-S. Yeah, it is cold right now. Winds are howling. I want to get another shot of this front of the Hamburger House. Holy moly, it's cold out here. If you do come to the Hamburger House, they do not accept debit or credit cards, cash or local check only. And there's an ATM at one of the bars across the street. So if you come to Hamburger House, it's cash or local check only. That's an interesting little building right there. Camp Dundee. It's a restaurant, but it looks like a, I don't know. It looks rustic. And yeah, pretty neat looking place here. So again, the wind is pretty brisk today. I'm hoping the video shows up good. But here's what we're going to check out this little area here. Dundee Mill Park. History in progress, it says here. And here's Dundee Mill. Established in 1855. Got lots and lots of interesting little things here. Lots of old equipment. There's a little memory of Jerry. Now, I'm not sure if this is the gentleman, but back in the early 2000s, there was a house that's featured on the ABC show, I believe it was Extreme Home Makeover with Ty Pennington. And this was featured in that episode. It was featured in that episode. There's a house, a couple houses away, that they actually tore the gentleman was trying to get this mill back together and in operation, the wheel there, and he ended up getting sick and passing away, and the family fell in hard times, and they were living in quite a ramshacked type of house. So what happened is Ty Pennington and the crew came in, and in a week they built the house. I'll take you past it and I'll show it to you. But they actually got the mill back in working order, where the water would come and the wheel would spin, and for a while it was doing that, but I noticed it's not doing that anymore. So apparently I don't know if they were trying to collect funds to keep that thing, keep it going, but it doesn't run anymore again. But there's the Dundee Mill. There's that brisk wind again. And it's still kicking today. I'm really hoping it doesn't affect the sound too much. So here's a little pond where the water actually comes through underneath the mill there and exits down yonder and continues on that creek. There's a couple people here. You know, it is still social distancing, but they got a remote controlled boat and they're testing it out on the little pond. This is called Twin Ponds over here. You got a couple ponds and you got the creek. Now this house coming up here, not that this one right here, is the house that was featured in the Extreme Home Makeover. That's the home right there that was featured in the Extreme Home Makeover edition back in the early 2000s. Now as we drive through this another burst of snow, to our left, where we just were at the Dundee Mill, that is remnants of Long Lake. So where we are now is we're approaching Long Lake. It's a pretty narrow and it's a very long lake, hence the name Long Lake. Now, some of the things you don't, I'm going to try to turn this camera a little bit so you can see Long Lake. You'll be able to see it as I tell this little story about what I'm about to tell you. You'll be able to see it through the trees, and like right here, it's nice and flat. So that's Long Lake right there. And apparently there have been UFO sightings here at Long Lake, and that prompted a establishment that we're heading to next on the north end of Long Lake. That prompted them to start a yearly gathering convention, if you will, called UFO Daze. There was a gentleman who claimed to have been abducted and have implants put in him. He would speak at the event every year. And there'd be a couple other speakers too, and there'd be a couple of vendors. The weather was nice, it was sunny, it was warm, and they had a lot of merchandise. They had a huge merchandise table, and picked up a shirt as they sit outside and look to the skies to see if there's any activity in the skies. And that brown building straight ahead with the old style sign hanging out there, that is Benson's Hideaway, and that is where they hold the UFO Days. All right, there's that green chair, Benson's Hideaway, UFO headquarters. Keep looking up. And then there's also right next to it that little photo op there. So there are a couple remnants. I don't know if you can see inside the window, but there's an alien head, and they got a booklet inside where you can actually see pictures of things that were taken in the area, unidentified objects and stuff like that, and you can make the call whether you think that actually is a UFO or not. But yeah, that's Benson's Hideaway. That's where they have UFO Days. So again, there's Long Lake, the northern part of Long Lake, right up here, and it kind of turns into marsh. And there's some ducks enjoying some very cold water. I personally would not be in that water right now, but hey, I'm in a duck. And right here is quite a creepy looking house that I just happened to come across. That thing is your stereotypical, as a car goes by, that thing is your stereotypical decrepit looking house. And that is cool. Let me roll the wind around here real quick. Hopefully the wind won't be an issue, but yeah, look at it. That is awesome. That is cool. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. But look at that. Is that cool or what? Now, 2 minutes ago, I was filming gloom and doom and snow, and here we are. We're out of the snow for now, but looking straight ahead, it looks like I'm going to be driving right back into some. So again, I'm driving west. I just entered back into Fond du Lac County, and look at that. I don't know if you can see through the, but it's like I'm coming up into another big burst of snow. Just to give you an idea, that is to my left. And coming up straight ahead is that. This one's quite the snowburst right now. Wow. This one's coming down good. Just like that. It's gotten brighter already. I see blue sky. Oh, it's just weird. I'm just outside of Fond du Lac. And this house I've stopped at once before. That is an old abandoned house. It's very well known by people. It's posted no trespassing. But the style of the windows, oh man, that is so cool. I would love to get closer, but if unfortunately I'm on the side of the road here and there's very steep grades, so there's not a whole lot of room for you to park off of the main road here. So if I would move my car another 6 inches to the right, it would roll onto its side. Totally forgot about that place until I was driving by it here. I'm like, yeah, that's the place. Yeah, another cool place. Another cool abandoned house here in Fond du Lac County. I had to get one more shot from this angle. Very cool. Very, very cool place. One other thing I wanted to mention now is that I'm now on Patreon. So I started a Patreon account. It's Road, capital R, Trips, capital T, with capital W, Yogi, capital Y, all one word. So it's Patreon/Road Trips with Yogi. And there's different tier levels. You can, for as little as $3 a month, you can support the channel and support what I'm doing. You know, like it, share it with other people so they can see what I'm doing. Subscribe to YouTube. What's in it twice? Just to make sure. And I think it's moving. Okay. Yep, you can tell, you know what? Because lights are flashing. Is this going to be part of the outtakes? The bloopers. Anyway, so, okay. Oh, that is cool.